Continuing the Mahabharata series, today Simply Curious is going to talk about 5 lesser known people in the Mahabharata. We have received tremendous response for our videos on this epic, so do not forget to check them out. Also, don't forget to press subscribe and the bell icon next to it for immediate notifications of our latest videos. Number 5. Yuyutsu. Yudhishthira was already born to Kunti, while Gandhari failed to deliver a baby even after 22 months of pregnancy. Fearing that he would not have an heir, Dhritarashtra had a liaison with his maid Sauvali, and a son was born to them called Yuyutsu. Although he was elder to Duryodhana, he was never appreciated and never received any royal treatment. Yuyutsu was a follower of Dharma and hence opposed most of Duryodhana's plans to kill the Pandavas by unlawful means. One of the 11 survivors of the Kurukshetra war, he was made the advisor to Parikshit by Yudhishthir when the Pandavas left for the Himalayas. Number 4. Vikarna. Vikarna, one among the 100 Kauravas, was the most righteous. He was the only Kaurava who raised his voice against the injustice done to Draupadi in the royal court of Hastinapur. When he died in the Mahabharata war, not only did the Kauravas and Pandavas cry, but also Lord Krishna. Number 3. Bhanumati. Duryodhana married Bhanumati and vowed to never touch another woman. Not only that, his trust in her was absolute. Once Karna and Bhanumati were playing a game of dice. Karna was on the verge of winning when Bhanumati, seeing Duryodhana enter her chamber, was about to stand up. Unaware of Duryodhana's entry, Karna assumed that she was leaving the game due to her loss, and so he pulled at her drape studded with pearls. The thread snapped and the pearls rolled onto the floor. Bhanumati was afraid that the scene could be misinterpreted, but Duryodhana simply asked, "Should I just collect the beads or string them as well?" Thus proving that his love towards his wife was unconditional. Number 2. Barbarik. Born to the great warrior Ghatotkacha, Barbarik was Bhima's grandson. A brave warrior, he learnt the art of warfare from his mother. He was blessed by the gods with 3 infallible arrows. Hence, he came to be known as the bearer of 3 arrows. He promised his mother he would fight on the losing side. As Lord Krishna was with the Pandavas, it was inevitable that he would fight on the Kauravas side. Hence Krishna, in the guise of a Brahmin, asked Barbarik for his head in charity. Before decapitating himself, Barbarik told Krishna of his great desire to view the forthcoming battle and requested him to facilitate the same. Krishna agreed and placed the head on top of a hill overlooking the battlefield. From the hill, the head of Barbarik watched the entire battle. Number 1. King of Udupi. Before the Mahabharata war, all the kings aligned either with the Kauravas or the Pandavas. The king of Udupi, however, wanted to remain neutral. Hence, he requested Krishna that he would be the caterer for the battle. He took the Herculean task of feeding the armies. The battle lasted 18 days, and every day thousands of soldiers died. The most surprising fact was that not a single day there was excess food cooked or wasted. On being questioned about how he was managing to cook the right quantity of food, he replied that every night he would go to Krishna's tent and leave a bowl full of boiled groundnuts that Krishna liked to eat. After Krishna finished, he would count how many nuts he had eaten. If it was 10, then the king of Udupi knew that in the battle next day, 10,000 people would be dead. So he would cook for 10,000 less people. What do you think of this video? If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and press the like video. We would love to know your views in our comment section below. And don't forget to share it with as many family and friends that you think would enjoy it too. Stay tuned to Simply Curious for more interesting and entertaining videos.